Or maybe this.
Go live.
I love that song, man.
I like it too. I like it too. Happy Friday. Happy Black Friday.
Happy Black Friday, man. Happy Thanksgiving, all that shit, man. How you doing, buddy?
All that shit. Doing good. I got to listen. I got a hot banger here. I torched. I was torching during the intro. So if you fuck with Troy and Jerry, get your D's in the chat. We're ready to dab already.
Yes. I'm about to go. Are you about to drop, or are you waiting on your little ringer thing?
I'm at 771 right now, so we're still dropping. If you're doing the dab ready, what I can do is I can tell you, like, when I'm at like 550. That's probably when you like. What's your dab ready set to?
550.
Look at that. So when I hit 550, you can basically pull, drop your dab, and then, I mean, maybe 540 since I'm on the Victory Glassworks thing here. Cool. This is the last of that water hash that I saved. Saved it.
Nice. Beat that up, man. All right.
I'm not sure if it's one dab or two, though. What do you think?
Like,
is that one dab or two?
You see, that's probably one really heavy Troy dab or two light ones. I'd say 1.5. I don't think it's quite really, you know what I mean? Like, because you're a dabber, bro. You pop that shit up. You pop that shit up. What's up in the chat?
Let's see if I can get it into one.
You guys got your D's out? What's happening in there, man? Virus Gaming out here. Adam, what's up? Sultana, love that.
Okay, I got it all.
Dinkelman.
Also, I'm at 550.
Okay, so you just tell me when to pull.
I'm at 535 now. You should probably pull.
All right. Let's pull that bitch up. Get it going. Good to dab.
I got it all, by the way. I got it all on my dab tool. So,
fuck. What did I just do?
D's in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, folks. Bring it.
I think yours truly is pretty clueless already, man. I'm dabbing like I'm already fucked up. Yeah, man. I put my dab back in the fridge. What the fuck? There we go, gang. What's up, guys? D's.
Wow. I forgot how good this Starburst water hash is.
Mine's light because I let it sit too long trying to find my fucking dab. There goes the pearl. Yeah, that stuff was good. That stuff that you're dabbing right there, man. I remember that. I'm going to have to dab a shit ton of this to get to where you're doing that shit. I learned a lot about Troy's dabs last week, but we'll talk about that later, man.
Did you recover?
What's that, bud?
Did you recover from the Troy trip?
I did. Actually, the extra day with you was a lot of the recovery, but yeah, getting back here. Actually, last night was my best night of sleep. Finally really catching up. Like today, I felt like, okay, I'm on, man. I'm on. So, shit. Let's get this going again.
Yeah. I slept pretty hard after you left.
Right.
So I fell asleep and slept the whole day. Basically.
It's tough, man. I know you miss me, and it just kind of depresses and puts you to sleep. I get it, man. I felt some of that.
That's right. Oh. That's right. Wow. Well, we got a fun show tonight. It's a chill show, Black Friday. We're gonna talk about all kinds of shit. We're gonna talk about Jerry's visit to LA. He was here last week. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
It was fun. We got some Venty updates we'll talk about as well, because we learned some new things about the Venty and the old Venty situation. Wow, look at how gross that looks.
Oh, that splattered all over the place, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's all up and down that fucker.
Like that's a messy banger.
Yeah, certainly for you. Get busy, baby. Get busy. All right.
You know, one of my favorite things from when you were here, was getting a DM from somebody on our Instagram account saying they saw us in West Hollywood walking down the street.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. I wish he was working. Otherwise, he probably would have yelled at us. I wish he'd have yelled at us. That'd have been fun. So, yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah, you ever see us running around? Holler back.
No,
give us a holler. I gotta try to open this thing here, man. I got a bunch of dabs that aren't open. It feels like I'm not ready for the show with this.
Oh, it was on the outside. It was on the other. Shit was on the outside. Where'd it come from on the outside? I don't understand.
What'd you do?
I really don't know. I don't understand what's going on here.
That's better.
I really don't.
This is going in. All right, next time we dab, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready next time.
Am I?
That one didn't go as well for me.
Tripping on mushrooms right now? Well, I'm not. Right?
Actually, Grigosh, we didn't go to In-N-Out. I've been there before. We did some other stuff that was fun, man. So.
Didn't even know you wanted to go. Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't on our list.
I think we talked about it a long time ago. Like I thought you said, like, well, we'll go there sometime, and it was on our list.
You know, we should. We at some point when we're together, I should take you to In-N-Out so you can get In-N-Out Troy's way.
Okay.
Because like I think you've seen a theme. There's some Troy's ways of doing things that like really hit the marks.
Yep.
And In-N-Out is one of those things that I've got figured out.
Right on. My only In-N-Out experience is the one on the strip in Vegas.
That's a terrible In-N-Out.
Well, there you go. I need to do Troy's way next. So we got to do some Troy's way. So next time I'm out there, we'll do that, man. So the old In-N-Out. Used to be, I'd say, fuck that, man. No meat. But now every now and then I put down some meat. I'm trying to do a lot.
No meat.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. We'll get to that later, man. I got to experience it first. Oh man. Yeah. Well, dude, let's you want to talk about some Black Friday shit real quick?
Yeah. What's going on? What's first on the agenda? Lead the way, because I don't.
Hello, it's Alan Rickman here. And I'm checking out the Black Friday specials at Planet of the Vapes. It looks like they've got 25% off a lot of the stores and bigger lineup. A Mighty Plus for $300. A Crafty Plus for around $200. Hot damn, these savings are turning me on.
Are you from a different planet?
I'm getting very excited.
Are you from a different planet?
Oh my, look at those savings.
Are you from a different planet?
Alan Rickman out. Biatch.
Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it.
That was hilarious. I love that, man.
We gotta get that classic Snape kills Dumbledore. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like when those books were still coming out one by one, and like 2 pages of the last book were leaked online like a week before, and it was like, yeah, dude. It was like, and on those 2 pages, like the content of those 2 pages was Snape killing Dumbledore. And nobody could confirm or deny whether it was real or not, but it was real. And this dude with the video camera went to like Barnes and Noble or Borders, but it's probably Borders back then. Remember that place? Went to Borders where people were camping out at midnight to buy the new Harry Potter book. And as they were leaving with their book, he's driving by with the video camera going, Snape kills Dumbledore. and these people are just like dropping to their knees, like, no, they're just like heartbroken.
That's fucking hilarious, man. I love it. No, I wish I'd seen that, man. Havana Kedavra. I know all the spells, but yeah, that
Do you?
was
All of them?
no,
all of them?
I can't do them all, but you know.
Well, I mean, obviously you're a muggle. I mean, but do
Hey,
you
man,
remember all
you're
of
fucking
them?
prejudiced, man. Come on now. Hey, man, I could go all day with Harry Potter. That's not the show, man. But no, Planet of the Vape's doing Black Friday. They're doing something similar to what they've done in the past, where they got the 25% off stores in Bickle and some other things. $20 off the Planet of the vapes, like the one and the Lobo.
Is it wait? Is the Lobo 25% off too?
No, on the Planet of the Vape stuff, it looks like a flat thing, like $20. So it'd be like $20 off the one,
Okay.
like, and $20 off the Lobo, and then but my favorite deals on there, other than $20 off something like the Lobo because it's the first discount, or the one because $80 for that vape is stupid, is the Mighty for $240,
The OG.
the OG Mighty for $240, and the Crafty Plus for $210. I think those are killer deals for the vapor.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. The Mighty OG. I almost sold my Mighty OG for $250, but I gave it to my brother.
Better.
Yeah, like that. That's the value of a used vape, and now you can get a new Mighty OG for $240. Do you think that they're going to offer the Mighty OG for much longer? Like now with the Venty on the market?
You know, that's going to be sales driven. Obviously, if people keep buying the Mighty, they'll keep it out there. But my guess is at this point, they're just running through inventory. Like, I can't see them running another 40,000 production run on a Mighty. So, you know, it's kind of like
they were still making them when we were there. Well, I mean, Riser still sells the original Air. I mean, they just renamed it to the SE and they made some updates finally, but they sold the
the Solo and the Air are out of production
finally after what, 2 years or 3 years of having the two out.
But yeah, well, fucking 5 of them at one point. It was ridiculous how many of the same vape they had.
Yeah. I mean, so, I could even see stores making further updates to the Mighty to make it potentially cheaper.
That's an interesting thought.
You know, just
that's
to like
thought.
Change their gaps around.
I could see him doing that to the Mighty Plus if they discontinue the Mighty, and then bring the Mighty Plus down a little bit or something like that. But
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's all speculation, but it's good stuff. I think the Mighty will be out for a while, but I don't know how long. But I just don't. Yeah, it's again. I've said this from the beginning. It's up to the market. If the market keeps buying the Mighty, they'll keep making the fucker. You know. So.
Right, and you know, as much as I am a USB-C whore, as much as I love my USB-C shit now, there are a lot of people that aren't into USB-C. Like there's like a traditional type where they want that plug-in. They want like that old school barrel jack, you know?
Yep. It's reliable. It's fairly fast for what it runs through. So yeah, no, I hear you on that. I like the USB-C because I always use the fast charger. That makes a big difference. So
I feel like somebody like my mom or dad wouldn't want USB-C.
I could see that.
They might be like, can you make it the same as my iPhone? You know, which if they get the new iPhone, I guess the iPhone is going USB-C. Is that what I hear?
Yes. Europeans forced them to make the move. Finally, it was awesome.
That's good.
Thank you, Europe.
So
Thank you.
Even more reasons for the USB-C. So what's Plus? The Mighty Plus at Planet of the Vapes is
300.
300, like 300.
Yeah. What's that?
$300, straight up $300.
Yeah, I think I looked like $299 or something. It's $299.25. So it's $100 off of that. It's $80 off the Mighty, and $70 off the Crafty Plus. So they're all pretty good discounts. I just think the Crafty Plus is a good. I just think that stores and Bickle Vapor right at the $200 mark is a great deal. You know what I mean? $210
for
If
the
that thing's for
crafty.
$210 every day, there'd be a lot less vapes in the world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if you were to compare a full priced Lobo at what 159
Mhm.
to, let's say, if the crafty plus was 210 every day,
Right. Yeah,
that
it's
would
50.
be
That's $50.
that would be a pretty easy $50 upgrade. I mean,
Yeah.
the Lobo is great, but the crafty is a little more Cadillac-y, you know.
Yeah, 210's crazy, man. Every time I see that, I go, "Whoa, that's like what it is. The bang for the buck. It's the value. You know what I mean? Like when I see stores in Bickle or when I see a crafty at plus at 210, I think that's some of the best bang for your buck on the best vapor for your dollar. How's that? That's what we should say. Some of the best vapor for your dollar at that price. Anyhow, that's what I like about what they got going on, and I think they're doing it for a long ass time. Like, didn't they say up here they're doing this for the rest of the season or something like that? I thought I got an email that said that. Do you know?
I think through November at least.
Yeah.
I think that's what I saw for the sale. That's pretty nice. I
Yeah.
mean, it used to be that Planet of the Vapes were a little more of the traditionalists, like Puff It Up and shit would launch their sale like the week before Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
And then Planet of the Apes would kind of hold out, and they would offer a couple things the week of, but then the real sale was actually on Thanksgiving or Black Friday.
Right.
But it's kind of nice to see the retail shift out to the whole month rather than putting such a little fulcrum right on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I hated Black Friday when it was like the only day you could save your money to shop.
Yeah, and we've talked in the years past about my personal PTSD around Black Friday, and last year, Jerry, I kind of thought that we were through it. I kind of felt like I was good with it. I was making my way through.
I remember that.
But man, this year it seemed to come right up and just blindside me.
Oh shit! What happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's all of the other stress with mourning from Luna and whatnot. Maybe it just like got me a little off guard. But this year I had the Black Friday page open up on my site and ready to get working on it. And every time I had the chance, I just didn't. And I did find myself like reminiscing and talking about different work related things. I went to an SEO conference even like a few weeks ago. Like,
right. That's right.
I don't do that shit anymore, but for some reason I like saw it and saw the opportunity, and I'm like, you know what? I'll go to this. So yeah, I think it was just me working out some acceptances of my past career and shit. But yeah, it's definitely been like all the Black Friday stuff has been very disinterested in it in terms of like up until like the show, in terms of like getting involved and promoting it and stuff. Yeah, it was like it makes me icky.
No, I hear you there. I kind of went the opposite. I went out Black Friday shopping today. Like I went to the mall. Like I went to the mall, man. And I got to tell you, it really renewed my faith in American consumerism. Place was fucking packed like a Saturday from the 90s. It was fucking great.
It was packed today?
Yeah, like I went today, like Black fucking Friday, and the parking lots were full. The place was, I'm telling you, it was like a Saturday from the 90s. It was fucking great. I was like, yeah, man, look at all these people out here, man. Fuck COVID and all that shit we've tried, all the scars, no, we're back out to full-fledged packing it out for consumerism. So
but as long as there's no like trampoline and shit.
No, it wasn't like that. But like I said, it was a nice full mall, man. I was like, this is fucking funny, man. Because I've been to the mall actually 3 times in this season. When I hadn't been in ages. I just think it's kind of, when the weather sucks, it's kind of like, why don't we just go walk around there? Eat a cinnamon roll, man. So yeah, I did a little Black Friday shopping. It was kind of fun. But it was low pressure. Like it didn't matter to me if I got anything or not. Like we're just going out to do something. So that was kind of fun. Went to Best Buy. That place was a zoo. Best Buy was definitely a zoo. They had stacks of TVs and boxes all over the place, just so you could just go and the price on the box. You have to look at the TV, and people were just grabbing them and going. Do you ever seen how big a box is on an 85-inch screen TV?
Dude, I have. Every time I walk through the TV department in Target now,
Mhm.
I'm like always tempted and amazed at like, holy shit, look how big the TVs are at that price.
Yeah.
Like you can get a lot of TV for like $900 now, man.
Yeah, that's true. Some of these were right
A
around
lot.
there too, the big ones. I just couldn't believe how enormous it was. I'm like, I don't know anybody who owns something big enough to take that home. Like it's huge. It won't fit in any car. I mean, you'd have to have a pickup truck. That's
Right.
it.
I
Pickup
would
truck
have
or
to
nothing.
rent a U-Haul. I would have to
Yeah.
rent a U-Haul just to buy that TV.
Yeah. And have like 3 people with you to kind of, schlep the fucker into the up and it was huge. So anyhow.
I've noticed that everybody in my family now watches TV at a different way. Like when I watch TV, I often have my phone
Mhm.
doing some things, and I'll have like some YouTube shit playing. Unless I'm like into a movie or something, then I focus on it. But my kid will be playing video games and watching a movie while chatting with her friends in Discord. Like she has like 3 monitors going, and that's how she absorbs content. And my wife is kind of the same way. She'll like have like her iPad going with some games and her phone playing some Netflix movie, and she like absorbs auditorially.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Same. I mean, as far as 2 screens, like in my family, if we're watching TV, we probably have our phone out, and we're doing that most of the time too, just kind of listening and looking up every now and then. Not even watching much TV anymore. So like actually watching it, it's on, but we don't watch it that much. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I've always wanted to have like a really badass TV setup. And when I bought a house back in Illinois, it was the wrong time to invest in TV tech. But guess who did it?
right.
I
My
did
man.
it. I spent like $7,000
Ooh.
on this build just for like this custom entertainment center that was like nearly $5,000 just by itself because it was all custom. It was this really weird wall. But then the biggest TV that I could put in there at the time was fucking 40 inches.
Oh.
Yeah, so a nice 42-inch flat screen is what I had in there.
And is that the size of the opening? Like as soon as you got bigger than that, that's all you did. Too bad.
Yeah, as soon as it got bigger than that, it wouldn't be able to go into the little custom hole anymore.
No 45s, no 50s.
I'm sure whoever moved into that place was like, well, this thing's stupid. Let's tear this out.
$5,000 wall on the garbage. Hopefully, he just opened it up a little bit. We'll see, man. You could probably do that, but that's funny, man. That's a big. Yeah, you're right, dude. When you anchor yourself to it, because it's growing so fast now. Like, I mean, yeah, the affordability and the size changes every year. It's fucking ridiculous. So.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake. We hired like a custom builder to do some shit, and oh my god, there's a whole story behind it. I don't even want to get into it.
Right, that's funny, man.
A lot of people are asking about the volcano. A lot of people are buying the volcanoes this Black Friday. Those
are 25%. You can get a hybrid for $5.25 right now, I believe is what it is.
$5.25. I saw that.
Is that right? $5.20. No, I didn't fucking know. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's right. And the black and the silver are the same price now.
Oh, were they different? I didn't know that.
Yeah, $5.24. Yeah, when they first came out, the black ones were like $100 more.
Wow, I forgot that. Okay, right on, man. Right on, dude. Or if you just want the Volcano Classic is $360. Like that's pretty cheap for. Oh, wait a minute. What about remember how we used to talk about the cheapest way to get stores in Bickle Vapor? The Plenty is $187.
No.
You remember that?
I remember it.
But I'd rather have the Crafty Plus for $210. So,
but yeah, buy the Crafty over the Plenty. I mean, a lot of people love the Plenty, and I'm not saying that it's a bad vape. I'm just saying it's a pretty bad vape.
Dude, the vapor on it, in my opinion, the vapor is top-notch vapor. It's just a weird ass vape, man. That's the bottom line. It's a weird vape.
I don't agree.
You don't like the vapor on it?
I don't like the vapor as much. It doesn't have the same ratio of like conduction convection that the Mighty or the Volcano hybrid has.
Mm-hmm.
And since I had the Volcano hybrid before I had the Plenty,
Oh,
and everybody was telling me like, oh, if you like the Volcano hybrid, you're gonna love the Plenty because that's the one that came up with the blah 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 with the heated thing. I'm like, fucking no, that sounds perfect. Like a volcano gun in my hand that you put to your mouth, and
right.
that sounds great. But that's not what it is. It's almost more like a Volcano Classic. It doesn't have the same conductive oomph as the hybrid, and you gotta huff on that thing like a fucking muffler. You gotta like get it going and shit. Like, no, that's not what Stores and Bickle have evolved to. Like, look at the Venty. Like we're loving the Venty because it's like so casual. You just like put it to your lips while you're breathing, basically.
I hear you on that. I was a little different. I had the Plenty before the hybrid, so I had some time to enjoy it because that was their first hybrid vape. Like that you're right. I mean, that was their first stab at making this hybrid shit. So I made the Plenty. After that, had the Mighty and Crafty, and then the better stuff. So
the chat is lighting up with Plenty lovers that are pissed off at Troy for pissing on the Plenty.
Right?
Listen,
sorry. I had some good time with it. I did like it. I don't use it, but I'll tell you, when I break it out, I'm pretty impressed. The fucking cooling unit's very cool. And I can pack a big ass bowl and get blasted.
I'm sure I could force myself to spend a week with it and figure out how to love it. Right. Don't get me wrong. It's an analog, I love that it's analog. The analog thing is cool. I kind of want to do the mod where you take it apart and you grind off the little nub that limits it, so you can turn it up to 12. Because it's like right now you can turn it to 10. You can, if you mod it, you can go up higher. Didn't hear it from me, but I saw it in the Discord, and I kind of want to try it. But
I just think it's a weird interface. The dead man switch always fucks with me because I always go back to it and it needs to be reheated. You know what I mean? So
when I was taking the pictures for my Crafty review, which I've been working on for like 2 months now, I pulled that thing out just to get it in the lineup, and I was pissed off trying to get the fucking thing to take a picture. And then I remembered that you could take the Stores and Bickle brush and put it in the little hole in the Plenty handle, and it becomes like a stand. And I was like, oh, I kind of like the Plenty all of a sudden, just a little bit, just a little bit for that. That's
Cubert of the Vape World. That's kind of funny.
Is the Plenty on sale too? What's the Plenty at the Planet of the Vape?
Yeah, it was like less than 190 or something like that. I said it was it's 187. 186.75 if you want to get technical, but anyhow, it's sub $200. If it has to be under $200, that's your option. Otherwise, $10 more and get the Crafty Plus. So
now, but hey, when you mute your microphone and prepare to cough, I also prepare to hear your cough after sitting next to you for several days in a row.
And now you know why I mute my microphone.
Yeah,
because it's a heavy duty cough, man. Like it's a sonic echo kind of a motherfucker. So
yeah, it's like wake up the neighbors kind of thing. Like you were getting my neighbor's dogs barking with your cough.
I could call my kids with that cough. Be anywhere in a park and just cough. They'd up. It's Dad. So, but hey, man, we also have another sponsor doing some Black Friday shit.
Black Friday, day.
If we think about our thoughts and who we are as an individual, we are a compilation of all of our experiences and our relationships.
Love that. Yeah, they're doing almost or 20% off almost everything, which that percent comes around. That's not a hugely rare percent, but it's a good percent. But they're also doing some bundles, and the bundles are where it's at, man. Like, I don't know if you checked them out yet, Troy, but I found my favorite.
Show us can we look at the bundles? Can we talk about the bundles?
Yeah. Let me back this up a bit. So, I mean, we weren't going to show it. Are we still on that? Like, we'll just talk about them.
Sure.
I mean, if you want, They're really better shown. I don't give a shit. You
Let's
wanna see
show it. Just show it.
Let's show it. Let me see here. So, are we 34 minutes in? That might help us. So,
Yeah, we're 29:13
let's go
on
with
the Richter.
this one and share that. Okay, so you see this Dynavet page?
Okay.
Yeah. So we got some bundles like they got cool names like Northern Lights bundle, but I mean like here's a stash and the new titanium M and a lighter for $100. That's like $65 off right there. Some more bundles over here. Here's one if you already got a VAP cap in here, you can upgrade it with an armored cap and the Helix, and then get a lighter too for 70. My favorite's this puppy right here, man. The snow globe bundle.
Oh, with the chill pipe or the
You get the ice blue chill pipe. The blue one, you get the blue ice Vong, which is dope looking, and then you get this is the armored cap, right? The armored cap, which is a puncher. So
whoa.
those together, man, that's pretty nice. And it's also, you save the most money on that. It's $120 off, so it's $209.
I don't have that blue Vong, but I have that blue Bong, like exactly that one. I love it. It's really cool. Did you see it at my house?
Did I see it? It was in the garage, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what? It probably was. For a long time, I had it next to the TV, and nobody ever noticed it. And then my wife made me put it away.
Yeah, dude, the blue one's pretty sweet. Excuse me. Let me and then this is I pulled out my actual getup. So I've got the green one, and it's got kind of a texture thing to it, and my plain up titanium Vong, and this has the armored cap on it as well. So yeah, this is dope. I hit it earlier today. And plus then you just pull this out and go with, you can take it with you. So I fucking like this combo. Have you guys seen this chill pipe, by the way? It comes apart. This shit unscrews, and it's
like
ceramic
porcelain
coated or porcelain.
Ceramic or porcelain?
You're right. It's porcelain on the inside, and the down stem comes out on this sucker. You can clean that,
And the down stem, does the down stem in this thread apart? Is it like multiple pieces?
Oh, you're right. It does that too. Hang on a second. So like you can kind of see it's that same porcelain coating all the way in. And then this thing, like you said, unscrews in 3 different pieces so you can clean it out really easily. Because I mean this will work for smoke or vapor, obviously. But easy to clean.
Oh, it makes that sound.
Tough as nuts. Yeah, you like that sound, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I think this thing's pretty dope, man. And if you put it with water and some ice, the ice will be nice and cool too. It's pretty cool that way.
And you drink it? Do you drink it? Anyone drink their bong water? Please say no.
No, bro, I don't even do that.
I was washing my bongs today or before the show, and I noticed how remarkably different the bong waters smelled between my dab rig and my flower rig.
Yeah.
Like the water from my dab rig smelled delicious. Like it smelled like some sort of orange juice concoction.
Yeah.
Like if I'd have been drunk or something, I probably would have been willing to taste it if I had known that it was not bong water.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if I poured it into a cup and been like, hey, taste this essence of orange. I'd be like, yeah, okay. It smells like essence of orange. Let me taste that shit. It smelled delicious.
Wow. Any globs in there or anything?
No, there was nothing in there. We did pretty good, Dad. We went through a gram of water hash and a gram of live rosine.
Shit was so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I'm ready to dab again. You want to dab?
Do we have a song for that or something?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ready to hit the dance.
Troy and Gary, who's ready?
Are you ready, Troy and Gary?
You would recognize this next dab from my favorite show.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready to hit the dance.
That's one of my favorites, man. Good times coming after that. It's fucking awesome, man.
I need to get the dab ready back out or put a banger in my Zen Leaf here or get that new thing from D-Nail so I can stop wasting time torching or we get a longer song.
right?
I
Or a
it's
longer
nice.
song.
Get along.
Fucking
We have
Burn show
a
up.
torching song and just a regular dabbing song. You know,
That's funny, man.
someone
Guys, look, Troy gave me a hit stick while I was up there. I picked a nice blue one. It's pretty sweet. It's got my dab on it, which won't focus for you, I'm sure. Oh, look at that. It did focus. Oh, get my eyes out of that.
It's a nice big chunker.
Right? I was thinking of you. I was like, I gotta get some. I mean, now that I've seen what you do, now that I've felt what you fucking do, guys. That was when I was with we're gonna talk about LA here. So when I was out there, though, it was funny, man. One of the first things we did was just dab, and we got to see the difference between our dabs. I mean,
we went to the dispensary before we even came home, right?
That was the first thing, dude. That place was jacked up, man. They had some
straight
good
from
shit
the
in
airport. Straight from the airport, right?
That was the first stop. When we went from the airport to the dispensary, and then we did some other shit. But you've been to that dispensary before, right? Like, I mean, yeah, that was my first time. We got a little discount for it too.
Yeah, that's my usual recreational dispensary that I like. Tropicana in Santa Ana. Shout out Tropicana.
Tropicana, Santa Ana. That's got a roll to it, bro. Write a song about that, Emily. So
I like it.
Tropicana, Santa Ana. Yeah,
cool
that was
there.
good. What's that?
They always know their dabs, but they need some people that know their flower, I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But when it comes to talking to their bartenders about the best hash and the best live rosin and stuff like that,
yeah,
they usually know what's up.
That's where they spend their time. Yeah, we went in there and we weren't going to get a buttload of stuff because we were going to get the big weed purchase was coming the next morning. So this was just to get us through the night. And this was normal dispensary prices, man. Like we basically just went in there and said, give us your best shit. And he pulled out the Styrofoam cup that we streamed with you guys on a few days later. And that stuff was like $67 an eighth or something. And I got a little discount for my first time, which was nice. But yeah, it was up there, man. But it was the frostiest shit I'd seen since I've been in Denver. Like it was right there with the stuff I brought home from Denver that I was infatuated with. So that went quickly. And then that stuff tore us up, bro. Like,
yo.
Styrofoam cup made a dent. So yeah, that place was cool. We got those 2 grams. I went to pick up some pizza. Then we went into the
smoke shop, dude.
Yeah,
dude, that was a trip. So I wanted to get this new pizza place, but they were closed, so I had to go to a new pizza place. And we just ordered on foot. Went and ordered this pizza, and then we had 20 minutes to kill, and there was a smoke shop right there. And since it's 5:50, we should rock this dab right now.
All right, let's do it,
Jerry, and then try to remember the smoke shop. All right, smoke shop. Waiting for pizza. Here comes the chirp. We got D's in the chat. Anybody got D's in the chat?
Drop them.
There it is.
You guys are dope.
There it is. Cheers.
Ooh, that was good.
Man, that was glorious.
Right? It looked good.
There's a lot of this papaya mimosa left, Jerry. We didn't really like it compared to the water hash, huh?
Yeah, we tore up the water hash, and then the other one. Yeah, there's some still. The papaya would tasted so good though. You got plenty there. Or no, that's the shit you're finishing up now, right?
There's probably half a gram left. Like we didn't go too hard on it.
Okay, so your last dab was the hash rosin. That's the one you were finishing.
The water hash.
Yeah. Okay. So now
this is the hash rosin.
Okay. Now, and did you finish that off? Is that the end of it? No mas.
No, I got more. There's plenty more dabs. Whew.
Oh, yeah. I needed that. That was good.
So we got like 20 minutes to kill. So we go into this fucking smoke shop. I need to buy some butane. And we go into this smoke shop just thinking, like, hey, let's see what we can find for vape. See what the vape selection is. I bet it's going to be PAX. It's going to be Da Vinci. It's going to be Storz and Bickel. It's going to be some Yokan shit. We're making some bets. We go in there. They got like 2 cases full. And like it's like just one of things. It's not like a bunch of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a bunch of everything, but it's all unique things. Like it's not all of one brand. And there was shit that I have never seen. There was shit that Jerry doesn't have. There was all kinds of crazy old shit. Like, what was the one you picked up? The one you wanted to buy?
I'd never held one. It was the Vapor Blunt, which was the company was Vapor Blunt. This must have been a good 12 years ago. And they made this Vapor Blunt, and then after that, they made the Pinnacle and the Pinnacle Pro, and those were decent vapes. But that then they made another vape and died. But the Vapor Blunt, no joke, was bigger than this. It was about this big around. The
Dude, it's like a curling iron. It looked like a fucking curling iron.
It was a good 2 inches longer than this, and it's just to vape a little bit of weed. It's mostly batteries. I'd never seen one. I knew about them, but there weren't many of them. I couldn't believe he had one, let alone brand new, let alone just in the store. And we were talking, and we finally got his attention, and we were like, "Hey, man, some of this stuff's kind of old." And he told you, "No, man, we can use a distributor, and it's all fresh and all." And
I literally said, I'm like, this is like a museum. I'm like, some of these things are super old. Haven't seen these in a decade. And he goes, no, he's like, no. He's like, we're the distributor, and these are all like up to date and top of the market right now. I was like, all right, man, all right.
Right. So we asked him if we could hold it. So he pulled it out, and I because it was in a box that was open. It was just in its box, and I just couldn't believe that I had this vape. And Troy put it up on his story, so he's got a video of this thing, real quick video. But I asked the dude how much it was, because it was nothing on the box. Of course, he didn't know. Nobody's ever asked how much this thing was. It's been there for 10 years. Nobody's ever asked how much it was. So he gets on the phone and calls somebody and gets back and goes. He comes out and he goes, $200. I was offended, man. I was like, $200. And I really think that's what it cost. I think that's what the price was on it back when it was like the only time it was ever out. And I told him, man, I said, dude, I was just going to put it on my shelf. Like, I'm never going to use it. It sucks. It's going to sit in your shelf forever. You're never going to sell that thing. Sure, it's not for $200. I said, I was going to offer you 40. And he goes, don't bother. But it was funny, man. I was like, $200. Somebody's still holding out to get full retail on a 12-year-old vape that they don't know anything about. I just thought it was hilarious, man. So, but that was fun. And they had some other stuff. They had a Magic Flight launch box in there, like not the newest one.
We ended up going to like, I don't know, 10 different vape shops. We saw a couple Magic Flight launch boxes in the journey.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. We had a good time going around and looking at smoke shops in the LA area. But that first one was so good, we were inspired to chase them down, and none of the others had anything like that. Like from there on, it was Storz and Bickel, PAX, and G-Pen. And sometimes they'd bitch about the G-Pen. Da
Vinci.
Oh, and
dude, we saw so many faded Da Vinci boxes. We could have made a video where we buy all of the Da Vincis that we see in the shelves and then line them up in like an orange gradient, and we would have like orange to white, and there would be like 5 white ones where like the box was just white.
Oh, I love it. That's fucking great, man. No grasshoppers. There was some other older, weirder stuff at the first place, and I forget. Nothing made an impact like the Vapor Blunt.
There was some weird desktops that I had never seen before. Do
you remember any of the brands or any of them?
I mean, the one was like a concentrate thing. It was like some sort of desktop e-nail. It didn't look very interesting to me, and it looked like it was from like 1999.
Right.
It's probably like 2007 or something, or 2012. But yeah, it didn't look.
Well, I felt like, based on all the stores we went to, if you were a noob and you wanted to get a vape and you walked into an LA head shop, you'd come away with one or two things. Either A, vapes suck, or B, they're expensive. Because the places that had good vapes, they were only the expensive ones, and the places that had the cheap ones, they sucked. So it was like, I don't know what you're gonna do with that.
We saw a lot of packs.
Well, not the original. Lots of 2s, 3s, and the new ones, the mini and the plus. But I was looking for that when I saw packs. I was looking to see.
At one point, I was convinced that we were looking at a fake PAX, but it ended up being like that PAX charging thing.
Oh, the wood thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Yeah,
I had never seen that before, and like, dude, that looks fake. Because like you get if we go downtown LA, you go to the right areas where you buy shit off of like trucks and I don't like kind of have warehouse buildings.
You gotta go there.
You can find straight up fake packs.
Yeah.
Like we could buy packs 3 packs mini for $50, and they work for the most part.
Right, because that's an easy tech.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's the case.
Yeah, you saw that really cool charging cradle that's wood. That's what you're talking about, and it almost looks like a rubbing stone, but it's a really nice wood grain, and it's a charging dock for the packs instead of the little black thing, and it's pretty classy. And it actually it matches. They had like I'd say a rolling tray, except you don't roll. I guess a grind and pack tray for the packs as well. That was kind of nice. So they were kind of working on an ecosystem or a ritual, and I'd never seen it before. So yeah, it was actually pretty. So,
and I took Jerry to the smoke shop that I go to for my butane normally.
Right,
one right by my house. What did they have for vapes? They had some different shit, didn't they?
They had some good stuff. Like they had nobody had the depth of the first one. Even no, your store actually had about 2 or 3 vapes and then a couple more off to the side that were something else. I don't remember which, but there was not much there. But it was the good stuff. Like it was Stores and Bickle. They had some packs. The expensive things. I think they probably had the G Pen at that one. Some G Pen stuff.
I think we did see some G Pen stuff.
Yeah. That was fun, man. That was a good fun part of the trip. But that started the night I got there with our second stop, and ended on Sunday. But anyhow, then what? We went to your place and started getting baked and diving into that rosin, man, getting into some of that good stuff.
Yeah, so I've been saying for a long time, for a couple of years now, that Jerry needs to be served a proper terp slurper dab, like one with like a dab right, like fully torched,
right?
Nice rig and everything. So we did that. Like I served Jerry some really good dabs.
I got served
with some very nice rosin at the right temperatures. Did you enjoy those dabs?
Dude.
They were good,
bro. Amazing. I remember 2 or 3 times getting completely fucking stoned.
Dude, Jerry turned into like one of those monsters of the dark where you like just where he just morphed. It was crazy.
Remember the first one? I think the first dab I took, all I could do was spin my chair around and rub my legs. I was like doing that for a while. I was like, this is fucking crazy, man. Like that's all I was doing. Like you talk to me and I go, I don't know, as I spun around and rubbed my legs.
Is that the one that I finished for you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't let you do that again. Okay. Because I mean, I'm not trying to hurt myself, but it's not worth that again.
Listen, the way I do it is I count your breaths. Like when you exhale, like, and that dab is like there going to waste, like you might need to cough. You get like 1 or 2 quick breaths to recover, and then you get back on that shit before it goes to waste. You are like 8 breaths in and like turning and rubbing yourself and moaning, and I'm like, dude,
you didn't know what's going on. That is a whack perspective, bro.
I don't want that shit to go to waste. So I'm like, sorry, Jerry, I'm gonna finish it, and I just like snatched it and just like ripped it,
And I was fine with that, man. Like I didn't want it anymore. I was like, dude, I'm where I want to be, and then some. Like that's what I was looking for. But you were like, dude, there's a lot more flavors in there, man.
Yeah,
There's more
like-
terps going on there. Just what the fuck? I'm going, I think I'm good. And you just kept saying it. And finally you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, but dude, then you get like 4 or 5 really good hits off that terp slurper, you know, with the way it holds its temperature. So yeah, I wanted you to get it all. You did eventually. Like it took you a couple tries, but you were able to fully get the full dab.
Yeah, no, that first one was the strongest and all I needed. After that, I knew what I was in for. And yeah, I didn't need you to finish any of my other dabs. So but that was good, man. So hey, thanks, Not Public. Appreciate it. That dab, yeah, that dab got me excited about what was to come the rest of the week. And then we did. No, I finished my dabs after that, bro. Like I didn't, but that might have been my biggest dab. Like, was I doing a Troy dab that time? Was that what I was doing? So I think that was a Troy size dab that time. That was my first Troy dab.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Because I mean, yeah, I remember my very first dab was too light. Like I wasn't hitting it hard enough. Remember that very first one? It wasn't hitting it hard enough. And then by the time I got to it, it had cooled down. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot we're slurping these things, man. I was just out of it. So then the next time I made sure that once I get started, I really rocked it. And that's when I was like, holy fuck. And then we ran that story.
And you had too small of a dab for that slurper. Because remember we had a bigger slurper out or something at first.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Then we started playing with the different size slurpers and dialing it in for me. That was a lot of fun, dude. That was cool.
Yeah. I took Jerry to the wall of terp slurpers. I forgot all about that.
Right.
I forgot all about that because the first one was on the Titan XL. Yeah, that's true. It wasn't on this banger. It was on the Titan XL, and you got to fucking huff on it. That's a big banger. You got to put in a glob and you got to huff it. Yeah, and you didn't do that on the first one. But the second one, we did this banger. This one, the 16 mil blender.
Yeah, that's my friend right there. I like that thing.
Yeah, I should have sent it home with you. God damn it.
Have to get one from those guys.
Yeah, I'll get you one.
We'll hit them up. That
my mouse died. It's hilarious to me right now. And I can no longer use my mouse.
No shit. All right. So what you see is what you get tonight, guys. There it is.
All those things that I was supposed to click can no longer click them.
No,
just saying. All right. Oh, so the reason Jerry was here, which maybe it's time to pack a Venty bowl and tell the story about going to the Venty party.
You do that. I don't have my Venty yet. I have one, but my wife is using it. I mean, she uses it, so I don't take it from her, and I don't have it right now. She has it. So, but yes, you could pack a Venty.
Hey Venty, yeah, there's something I wanna say. I feel your vapor in my body every time I think of you. Hey Venty, even though you're so far away, I feel your vapor in my body every time I think of you, boy. Every time I think of you, girl. Every time I think of you.
I love it.
I like that song, man.
It's a classic.
That one's fucking fun, man. I need a full version of that one, like a full 4-minute fucking, something that they can remix with later too.
We can make a full mix of that and then put it up on our Spotify.
That's what I want to see right there. Yeah, that's what I want.
M's like, yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's fucking great.
Some of those fucking tracks are just straight up bangers,
right? You ain't shitting.
How many people are missing their Venty? I know a lot of people are missing their Venty. Can we get a some sort of data in the chat from the Venty owners. Do you have yours back? Are you missing it? Can we get a check-in? Venty back, Venty miss.
Yeah, I've got mine back and I missed it dearly.
Jerry, because your wife took it.
Yeah, I still miss it.
I actually talked my wife into trying it. She hasn't tried it yet, but she said she will.
Very good.
My wife hates coughing. When my wife coughs, she gets like a headache instantly.
Ouch.
I guess. So she doesn't want to cough ever. Like if I make her cough, I give her a headache, like literally.
Right. No
fun. Right. So that's why she used to like the Firefly too, because she didn't know how to use it the right way, or at least she didn't know how to use it in a way where it made a bunch of vapor. So she just got thin, wispy, terpy vapor every time that didn't make her cough. So that was perfect for her. But I think the Venty will be great because you can casually rip from it with its open airflow and get like really gentle vapor, as long as you don't do the try hard Troy thing, you know.
No, it's very nice that the work is gone. There's no more work to get vapor when you have a Venty. Doesn't matter how you want to pull, the work is gone.
So yeah, so Jerry came to LA so we can go to this thing, and he stayed with me for a few extra days before and after. So we went to LA together. We actually streamed first, so thank you everyone that came in Friday for the early stream last week.
That was awesome. Thanks a lot.
And right after that, we went straight to LA. It was kind of a funny trip because Jerry got to experience like LA traffic. You know, like Orange County.
I took video of that shit and it was crazy.
Yeah, so you got to experience the drive from Orange County to LA. Surprisingly, the GPS was pretty spot on.
Yeah. 3 hours almost, right?
Yeah. And it was like the last 3 or 4 blocks that took like the last 20 minutes. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah. And then we saw we could have just swung around them all and gone to a turn lane. So
yeah, well,
you don't know that. It's fucking
you don't know it unless you know
GPS didn't say that. So GPS should have said move over another lane and get over it, but it didn't. So.
But it was a fun experience, man. We checked into the hotel, got highest tits before going to the Venty party. Yeah, right. We broke up. We took the Cannabis Hardware Zen Leaf setup and both the Mary and the Jane to the hotel and set it up there so we could have some good sessions there. And we used it, tested it thoroughly at the hotel.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Stores of Bickle party. I think we arrived probably maybe 30 or 40 minutes into it, like not super late.
That's about right.
Right on time. Man, when we arrived, it kind of felt like, I don't know, red carpet treatment. Like it felt weird. I felt like a celebrity because there was people taking our picture.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the one at Disneyland where they're taking everybody's picture as you come in. It was like people like tapped and like pointed and came and took pictures of us at like as we progressed through the party. Right. Like they stayed with us.
Yeah, that was fun. It was the kind of shit where I would normally broke out my phone and taken a selfie, and I was like, nope, somebody's got it covered.
That's kind of what I felt like. But yeah, so we checked in and they gave us a Venty at the party. Like as soon as we got there, it was not bowl loaded. I thought they said that it was loaded and ready to go. I think they meant that it was charged and ready to go. But they said that when we exit the party, we need to give the Venty back. So we're not taking the Venty home. But they did say that there would be a voucher in the bag to redeem for a Venty. So
true.
Ta-da.
So I didn't mind giving it back to him when I was like, dude, I don't want to let go of this after I use it tonight. But
yeah. So on the Venty note, as Jerry and I were into maybe our 4th or 5th bowl with this thing, we went to the Jerry got to thinking. Jerry's like, it's like they're getting all these Venties back. They're getting like all kinds of user data. And I'm like, and he's like, let's fuck with them. Like, let's start switching Venties around. I'm like, dude,
because I think they were doing profiles. You know what I mean? Not just data, but they can do vaporist profiles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the shit measures the airflow, and when you know
it measures the
temperature,
airflow, it measures all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I don't know if those Venties were special Venties or not, but they very well could have been.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Special Venties.
Special Venties. Well, I may not know what you mean, but Troy took the high road and convinced me that no, we like and trust this company and know these guys. Let's give them good data. So keep your fucking Venty, Jerry. Get that thing away from me.
But then you decided that I'm gonna kill this thing tonight. I'm gonna vape so hard that I kill it. Like I'm gonna go until it's dead.
I did, man. I was so proud of myself. I remember when it got down to 2 bars, I was like, I can do this, man. And I just kept going and going. And then when it finally quit, I was like, Troy, I killed it and the party's not over. And I was like, I need another one. And I went downstairs and I said, here you go. And she goes, oh, you turning it in? I said, no, it's dead. Give me another one. She's like, oh, cool. And she just immediately gave me a fresh one. And I went right back to work, man. It was fucking awesome. It's like, that was fun, man.
Yeah, it was cool. Sneaky Pete was there. We got to see Sneaky Pete. That was pretty rad.
Yeah.
His girlfriend. Fuck, who else was there? We saw Tay. Remember Tay from the Germany trip?
Yeah, there were a handful of people that I recognized from the Germany
Sunny
trip.
Days. Sunny Days was there. A couple other people.
Yeah, that was fun.
We overheard some awkward conversations on the roof. I don't know, or at least I did. I don't know if
you talking about the one we were talking to them about the vape?
No, when it was when we were up there eating, and there was a girl. There was some girl talking about how she teaches people how to give hand jobs, like professionally. Like she's like a hand job consultant.
I did not hear this. This is great,
bro. You serious? You did not hear it? I know we didn't talk about it.
We were high as tits, man.
I know.
I don't. That's funny, man.
I remember when I elbowed you when we were eating, like we were up there. I think you dropped your sausage or something.
I did drop my sausage. I was bummed about that,
bro. They were having this crazy fucking conversation directly to my right about this girl's profession, about all these things she does, and I was just trying to like make some
eat your sausage.
Yeah. And I think I said to you, I think I said this is LA, and I think that's when you started looking at the skyline and shit.
That makes sense.
Because like what I meant was like this is the type of shit you stand next to.
No, dude, I missed all that. And you can ask anybody who knows me, man. Like when I go in and sit down or something, I'm oblivious, man. Like I literally do not pay attention to anything around me. I'm just like my food and whoever I'm talking to. My wife sees and hears everything. And she's like, did you hear that? I'm like, hear what? You know, what'd you say? It's like, I don't know how I'm able to tune it out, but I can very effectively tune it out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, then I missed out on some fun shit like that.
I noticed that. I noticed that.
That's funny, man. All right, that's LA then, man. No, I remember that I was thinking about the one that was then we were talking to people upstairs and asked them if they liked the Venty, and they said, oh, we don't have one.
Yeah, well, they asked us like, how are you liking the device?
Oh, that's how it went. That's right.
And I thought that was like why the fuck are you asking us? You know, like, yeah, we kind of was like, yeah, we love it, been using it. Like, what do you think? And they're like, oh, we haven't tried it. We're like, what?
Didn't they give you one when you walked? Did you miss the table? You missed
the
table when you walked in? What happened?
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, we're just guests.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means, but I guess we're not guests. I don't know. Like, but they had like 120 or so Venties that they were handing out. So I don't know what the difference was between not getting a Venty and getting a Venty.
No, they could have handed more out. That's for sure. I don't know either. But yeah, that's when we first realized, oh, not everybody has these fucking things. We shouldn't act like everybody has these things. You know, I wasn't aware of that. So
yeah, then I wanted to vape people out. Like I wanted to like those people that hadn't tried it. Like I was like, yo, let's load a bowl and you can vape it. Like that should be the point of this party, right?
Right. Everybody vape on the Venty, man.
But yeah, there wasn't really a Venty bar. there was a volcano bar and there was a weed bar, but people that didn't have the Venties were using the volcano.
Yeah, so I mean, if you didn't have a Venti, you could definitely vape. It was a hybrid, I think they had down there. But the weed bar was dope. That was fun. That shit. That's why I ended up blowing through the whole thing. Is that weed bar? I was vaping whole nuggets all night. It's awesome.
So this weed bar had 2 strains set up. They had a bunch of these jars. The one strain was Pie Scream, which is like a grapey taste. Fucking
so good. So
and the other
good.
one was James OG, I think he said. It was also very good. That's what everybody was getting. But we got introduced to him, and he knew of us already. He's like, you're the vape guys. He's like, I'll give you guys access to my special bag. He's like, I got a bag back here that nobody else gets into, just you guys and a couple other people.
It was dope.
I got some real special stuff after you've sampled the front lineup. So hit me up whenever you want something, and we'll go on some strain tours. And
so Troy and I literally posted up right back there. I know where I'm standing all night.
That was our spot. And this guy starts out pulling out these jars, and it's like a show. And he's like doing the light thing where he's like showing the strain with the light. He's like, look at all those Frosties, smell it. He's like, don't finger fuck these jars. All right.
So funny.
So he's like, don't touch. All right. And we're like, okay. You know, like it's all there's no touch. Like we'll get into the stuff that we can vape later. Okay, I understand. But we get like 4 jars into it, and at one point he like
Troy can't stop himself.
Yeah, like I'm like, can I touch it and just like rub? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like rubbing it, and you know, and he's like, just like break a piece off. And I'm like, hey, now we're getting into it. Like now we're getting into it. So now I break a chunk off. I'm like, that'll fit in the Venti bowl, you know. And I just smashed in there, and I smell my fingers, and dude, 45 minutes later, we're we're in his bag, pulling the jars out, breaking nugs apart, just vaping the shit.
That's awesome, man. Like we're like, once he cracked the seal like that, we were like, well, now we're in. And he got busy with people, so I would just grab any jar and just kind of open up and go, oh, which one is this? And he'd tell us, and then we'd pull out, and dude, it was awesome because we were breaking off these little tops. You know, I mean, I was getting the good stuff. Just you get your top, and then we put it back down, and I just vape that whole nugget, and then when we were done, get a different jar. Hey, which one is this? And he'd tell us, and then he had a dozen of these jars, and they were all gorgeous, dude. They were all so gorgeous.
Yeah, this guy was Snowtill Genetics.
Snowtill, is it genetics or organics?
You know, I got a sticker.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that real quick. It's
shit.
Snowtill. Yeah, but it's actually you'll have to look on it for us. I think it says on there more than that.
Might be organics. You're right. I don't know.
He was talking about how it was living soil that he uses. He uses living soil.
Yeah, his shit was really good. I really liked it. And I think he brought a really good selection. Like he brought some hybrid indicas and some good sativas, but he didn't bring any like heavy indicas.
Yeah. He probably didn't want to, kill the party.
Yeah, like I think he did a good job of bringing a selection of party weed.
Yeah,
it
was great.
Like the styrofoam cup that we live reviewed on Monday.
Yeah,
fucking knocked our shit out. Like we got done vaping at 6 o'clock, and we were both sleeping on the couch at 7 o'clock.
Dude, it was, but it was needed too, man.
Yeah,
like we were both like, this feels right and good to veg.
Dude, that was a veg strain for sure. That styrofoam. I still got that. I got one nug of that. That I'm gonna try to get my wife to vape in the Venty. Speaking of the vape in the Venty, I need to grind some shit.
Hello, this is Betty White. You need some time to grind.
All right, we're gonna hit this thing here. Is that what we're gonna
do? You gotta give me a moment. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some shit. Now I gotta grind some.
What strain you got?
pink strawberry gelato.
Now I gotta grind some.
I just pulled out a nug, dude.
Now I gotta grind some.
Now I gotta grind some shit.
Let me grind one out.
Oh my god, Jerry, you got some fucking sexy abs, bro.
Yeah, I don't like to show off, but yeah, they're there, man. Watch out. Oh my gosh, that's great, man. I love that. Yeah, and you were looking good there with the grinder. I like that. The power grinder there.
Oh yeah, that's totally what I meant when I meant grinding. That's what. Did you see this grinder while you were here? By the way, real quick.
I did. Yes.
With the with the friggin' little roller bearings.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, I was playing with that. Hey, put that one up, from the comment up again from Rudy that you put up about 4 comments ago.
What?
There you go, Troy. DJ Illinois here says, thanks. This is Rudy. Remember Rudy from the
Stores and Bickle show?
Yeah, Stores and Bickle. Yeah. So Rudy, when we got there, was the first one we met. And he's the one who kind of, introduced us to the bud tender and, made sure that we were doing well, which we were all night. It was awesome. And he told us that there were a lot of things that they were doing because of things that we've done on here, which was encouraging and very flattering and kind of, I was surprised because you just don't know what's up. And anyhow, like he talked about the screen inside. And Troy, you want to tell the story about that screen? Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were muted or if you.
I was gonna vape a Venty bowl.
All right, you can vape Venty bowl. I'll tell him what he said about the screen. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. I thought we were gonna keep quiet on that for a few months.
Oh, were we?
Well, yeah, but now that you mentioned it, now we got to talk about it because it's rude.
No, we don't. We can wait. That's a teaser. That's a teaser. We'll hit that up in a few months.
No, you can tell the story. Yeah, because Rudy brought when Rudy mentioned it. When Rudy was like, it's like, oh, I heard all about your trip to Germany, and it's such a cool story. And I was like, cool, yeah. And he's like, I'm excited for Jürgen to tell you about it. Or yeah, and I was like, well, I'm not sure what you're talking about. And he goes, oh. You don't know about the change that was made after you beta tested after you tried the prototype? And I was like, no. And he goes, oh. I was like, wait till you talk to Jürgen.
True.
So yeah. So when we talked to Jürgen explained that when I tested the Venty in Germany, I pulled so hard through it that I was pulling little bits through the capsule. Like we were vaping on a capsule. I was pulling little bits through the fucking capsule, through the cooling unit into my mouth. And I was like vaping and like spitting. And he got really annoyed by it. And he said it frustrated him so much that he was thinking about it the whole time. And he made one last change to the Venty after seeing me hit it, and he added that screen to the inside to make sure that no particulate ever makes it out. Like there's double stoppers, and
it fucking works. Like you don't get shit from it, so he definitely want to make sure you didn't get any more of that, Troy.
It was the Troy sucks so hard they added a second screen, basically.
We call it the Troy screen now. Right? So I was like, yeah, man, my Troy screen needs replacing or something. And it works like a motherfucker. Like everything after that screen has got nothing on it to the point where the last few turns inside that cooling unit don't even need to be there as far as cleaning the vapor. There's no vapor on it at all. So anyhow, man, this Troy sucks. That's the Troy screen. That's awesome. Yeah, man. So that was fun. That was talking to him because he had a little place there at the party where you could go up and talk to him, and he had a little couch there. It was pretty dope. It was really well done the way they set it up so that people come up and have their photo ops with him and shit like that.
Bro, you remember Friday when when I was trying to finish my Snoop rant and the motorcycle guy kept fucking.
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
That's what happened when we were talking to Jurgen at that party. Like with the guy and this speaker. This guy was working on the audio, and he kept like plugging in the speaker, and then the speaker would fucking pop and be real loud, and we'd all of a sudden we'd be blasted by music, and then he would unplug it, and it would be quiet again for us to talk. And it kept happening. That shit made my ear hurt, by the way. Like my right ear hurt.
Oh no, that bad, huh? Right, you were closer to it than I was. So
that was that.
Right next to it.
It was up on a pole, so it was like ear,
and aimed at you too. And it was so funny because every time it came on, you couldn't hear anything anymore. It was like, oh, we're killing the conversation. Is that the point? And as soon as he was done, Jurgen got somebody and said, turn that shit off. And they turned it off. It's like the whole guy just wasted his time. We're like, what are you doing, man? Like the whole point is for him to talk to people right there, and they were blasting it. So that was so funny. That was good shit.
It was a good time.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
It's a good time.
The hotel was only a couple blocks away, so that was nice.
Yeah.
So that's when the guy said he saw us. Was walking back from the party to the hotel.
Yeah. So whoever saw us when we left with Jurgen. We kidnapped Jurgen. We promised him amazing vape technology in our hotel room, because in my hotel room, what did I have here? I had.
Oh, you got it for us to see. It's gorgeous.
I had this guy here.
Yeah.
The Zen Leaf from Cannabis Hardware with both of the heads. So yeah, we wanted to talk ball vapes, and I wanted to share the ball vape experience with him. So yeah, he walked with us for 3 blocks and went back to our hotel room, and yeah, he vaped on the ball vape, man. He ripped it. He blew some big ass clouds. He coughed vapor, which you never want to do, really. Like you never. You always want to like exhale that vapor and get a breath of fresh, no matter how hard it hurts. Like I almost went into a Rage Against the Machine thing. No matter how hard it hurts, you gotta like resist the coughing of vapor, exhale the vapor, and then inhale some fresh air before you cough. Man, coughing vapor just really hurts your throat. And then we went to Shake Shack.
You and I did.
Yeah. Jurgen lost his voice, not from the ball vape, from a warhead, I believe.
Yeah, at the party.
I mean, he was losing his voice, and then there was this candy dish, but the candy dish was all warheads. You guys know what warheads are. Warheads are like coated in citric acid to be like super sour for like the first 30 or 40 seconds. So he fucking ate this thing and like made all kinds of crazy faces, trying to not make crazy faces. And then he couldn't talk for the rest of the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it like made his voice go completely.
Before we left the party, like the whole time he was with us walking the streets and back there, no talkie.
It was like one word answers basically.
Yeah.
Like he would struggle to say one word. He'd be like, apples, you know.
I felt like a dick because I was plenty high and I kept asking him questions. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Stop making him talk.
I'm sorry, man. But that was fun. That food was good. Put a dent on me for sure, man. I was surprised how well I slept after that. Because you and the chick at the register talked me into a fucking double. And it was a lot of meat. Yeah.
That was a dude at the register.
You sure?
No, not really anymore, I guess.
I don't even remember what the person looked like. So if you know what the person looked like, all I know is the person ringing us up was like, yeah, you should get a double. And I was looking at you, what do you think? And you're like, yeah, get a double. And I was, and then was it the next day or when was it there or later on that you got a single? And I was like, motherfucker, you got a single and talked me into a double. What the fuck was that?
Oh, that was because it was for the fam.
Oh, that's right, because we went back. Oh, that's great.
That was the other
For
Shake
that one.
Shack. Because we went to 2 different Shake Shacks, remember?
Different Shake Shacks. I forgot, man.
You came to California and we went to 2 different Shake. Although the second one wasn't for us technically.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't have anything a second time, but it was funny. It was a single menu, cracked me up. but yeah, next time I'll try that mushroom patty or whatever. I didn't try that this time. So
that's what I actually ordered, or what I meant to order. From there the second time, I meant to order 3 of the ones where it has the beef and the mushroom.
Yeah,
Shack stack.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow they came back as singles. And I was too high to realize. So yeah, the family was disappointed in me.
Too high to realize, and the family was disappointed.
Yeah, my wife was like, "It's just a regular burger," and I'm like, "That's not just a regular burger. It's Shake Shack. What are you talking about?"
Look at Shake Shack. Yeah, then the mushroom stuff on it. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but I'll try that next time. So
maybe in January for my birthday.
What's that?
Come out in January for my birthday.
January? All right. I've got it in my calendar. I have to look up the exact date.
Venty bowl was glorious.
Right? You look like you really enjoyed that.
It was really nice.
I can't wait till I get mine. So, because like, I mean, the one in the bag, remember? So then when we left for the night, we dropped the bags off, or the Venties off. They gave us bags. And the next day we looked in the bags and we're like, there's no voucher in here, man.
Where's my free Venty?
What happened, man? Like, how do you call somebody and go, yo, man, where's the free stuff? I don't feel like a dick. So we did, they did square that all away. So now at some point I'll have one from the party, and then I'll be able to have one here while she still has hers. So that'll be nice to have my own Venty.
It's funny that your wife abducted yours.
She loves it.
If I share mine with my wife, she might take it over as well.
She might, man. Like, it's, my sweetheart vapes enough for relief that it's wear and tear on the system. You know what I mean? And so this thing really reduces the work to where because it's just gently sipping, it takes away so much of the irritation that she would normally get from other vapes. So when if it's either dabs or the Venty, like if she's gonna do flower, it's with the Venty.
Dude, you know what was funny at that party? This girl came up to us and she had she had the cutest accent. She had the southern-ish accent. She's like, which one of y'all are from Jacksonville?
Oh yeah, that's right, downstairs.
Yeah. Like, which one of y'all? And then you were like, yeah, it's me. And you were talking. And then I think, did she even call it out? Like you don't sound like you're from Jacksonville.
Somebody did. I think
there was like a difference. There was a difference in accent. It was wild.
She had a little Georgia in her, I think, man. She definitely sounded Georgia to me even. So yeah, Sames, you don't want it. I'll tell you what. So
yeah.
Oh, and downstairs, do you have my aura photo? I can't find it.
Are you serious?
I thought it was in one of the orange bags, but I didn't see it. And so if you have any of those orange bags, it's probably in.
Well, I think I may have not thrown that orange bag out yet. Let me check. I can check it before I throw it away.
Okay, yeah, do that, please. But yeah, I can't find mine. They had this thing downstairs where you get inside this tent that was tinfoily outside, like real shiny silver. And
it reminded me of the movie E.T.
That's exactly what it was. You're right, man. Where they I forgot about that.
Dude, so fuck, Jerry. We didn't talk about this. Okay. First of all, when I got into that fucking tent, I did not realize that there was another person in there.
Oh shit! You got scared up.
There was a dude outside who said, once you get inside, there's a little stool and a camera. All you do is stare at the camera, and then the thing will print out, and then you're done. he didn't say anything about a dude on the inside operating the camera who also provided instructions at all. And I didn't see any of that. So when I stepped in and I went to go sit on the stool, the guy just like said like hello, and I was like, Jesus, like it literally shook me. And then Jerry, you maybe you don't remember this.
I do. That's why I'm laughing.
So he does the whole aura thing, and then when the thing prints out, he kind of like looks at it and gets like real like wide-eyed and kind of like oh, this doesn't happen very often, but nothing to be alarmed about either. But you don't have an aura, man. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, it's really rare, but it happens. Like you just don't have an aura. I was like, oh shit, oh, okay, man. And he goes, no, I'm just kidding. Your friend told me to fuck with you. And I was like, fuck.
That was so funny. I had no idea what he'd do either. I just said, dude, just fuck with this next guy for me. He was cool. That's funny, man. I wasn't sure exactly what he did to you because you told me about it, but that's funny, man. No, he actually does have an aura. He has a soul. We both had auras. They're very different, actually, man. Like mine was mine was green and blue, and yours was orange and red and yellow.
Mine was like Rasta. Like I had the Rasta shit going.
You had some green in there too, I think, or something.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Pete's was like all red.
No shit.
Yeah, like that was like the manly energy, the like all I forget what it was called, but it was like all the manly beastly shit.
That's right. They had the card that said what it meant.
Yeah,
you still have that too, right?
100%, man. Yeah, I got all that shit. I gave it to my wife, so she still has it.
Maybe she has my picture if she has yours. That would be awesome if she did, because then we'd know where it is. Right now, I don't like that it's lost. I would like to see that again.
Okay, well, I'll see if I can dig it up tonight. Remind me before the show ends, or after the show ends, or after we, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, that was fun, man. Then on Monday, dude, you got me to the airport, and I got there, and plenty on time. Everything's looking good, and about 20 minutes later, the plane's delayed, and delayed about 40 minutes. I'm like, okay, no problem. I had a 3-hour layover in Chicago, so I'm like, they can delay this thing all they want. I don't give a shit where I sit around. But within like an hour and a half, it just kept delaying. It got to the point where I wasn't going to make my connection anymore. And at that point, it was, well, then they had a plane going to Houston, to Jacksonville, one gate over, and they were already boarding. So I hauled ass over there while my daughter was on the computer and on the phone with me, changing my flight through their website. She got the flight changed, and I go over there, and it didn't work out because they'd already. She goes, if I don't have it here, it doesn't matter. And I had it on my phone. I was like, I'm on this thing, and she's going, this thing's full. You know what I mean? I was like, oh fuck. So now I'm in limbo. So I was like, well, shit. Am I even on the other flight? And do I even want to do that? You know? So my options were like fly to Newark, like all night long, all day and night long, and get to Jax, or fly to Chicago and stay there, and I don't know anybody there. You know, I was like, what the fuck? And then get out the next day. I was like, this is starting to sound like a planes, trains, automobiles thing. And she goes, or you could just try again tomorrow. And I was like, cool, put me on something tomorrow. And then she got me through Denver, and it worked like clockwork. I had no problem getting home, man. Denver's awesome. So then we got to do that extra stream and do the review of that well, we're not review, but you know, we got to get baked live on the
shit. We can edit it as a review. We did a live review of that styrofoam cup. We had all kinds of people asking about it.
Right. I was surprised I didn't realize it was that much in the conversation out there, that particular strain. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like currently hyped strains.
Yeah.
Cannabis Cup winner, blah 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 blah.
Brilliant. Yeah, it was like second place last year at the Cannabis Cup. So 2022. Nice stuff. Troy, you're getting baked, aren't you?
Dude, yeah. Yeah, the Venty got me pretty high.
Beating on you.
I also got my Jane warm over here.
Fuck, I still can't keep this straight.
I gotta think about it every time.
Which one is the injector?
Jane.
Jane the injector.
Jane injects Mary. That's how I remembered.
Jane the injector. Okay. I wish one of them was I don't know, man. Jane and Mary. They're just not that distinct for me. Like I have to look for ways. It's not like, you know what I mean? They're both. Yeah. It's, you know what I'm saying. They have the same number of letters.
Jane would work on a J hook.
True.
Without a bowl. Do I like the I think I like the injector more. When I use the diffuser, it makes me too stony. Like it makes me too stony to like function, to like do my shit. So I'm trying to maintain like a functional high where I can vape, get my medicated status, and then work on shit. You know, do writing or do photog or edit video. The diffuser and the shovel head makes it real easy to go to nap time. You know, so I gotta control that with the vape type. Really,
I hear you on that. Well, do you know how long you would set it on there to heat soak?
usually just 20-30 seconds, if that.
Oh, it's on that long? The head is on there that long?
I mean, some people are heat soaking for like a minute.
Not with the injector. I'm talking with the other one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like with the injector, I don't heat soak at all.
But with Mary's the one that goes outer and uses the metal
the diffuser,
bowl.
Yeah.
And you would soak that for 20 or 30 seconds.
20-30 seconds isn't that long. Yeah.
But if you use the injector on a glass bowl, you wouldn't do it at all, right? That's when you
I wouldn't heat soak the injector at all. And I don't always heat soak the diffuser. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll take the first hit like without a heat soak, and I'll take the second hit with a little bit of a heat soak just to like really finish it off.
Yeah. That's funny, man. That makes sense. Because, if you're using the injector with a glass bowl, you're going for a different experience anyhow. You're not trying to heat soak the fucker. So you don't do that from the beginning. But with the metal ones, like when I use the mini nail, that fucker gets hot within 3 to 5 seconds. And by 10 seconds, I'm like jacked up on that thing. But I'll have to try the 20-30 and see how I like that. Even though it's a different bowl, it's thinner.
What's your drier vape that you've been hitting since you've returned?
Well, the Venty a little bit. Mostly we've been dabbing, and I have the hammer heated up right now. Oh, that's the other thing, dude. Is after a different outing, we then got to go sesh with Brian from Old Head, and that was fucking insane. Like that guy brings the wood when you go to session, man. Very impressive.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
he had a dedicated room set up with there was 6 dab readies lined up, right? And then there was 5. Was there 5 of them or 6 of them?
There were 6 and three stations.
Yeah, basically, yeah, three stations, each with 2 dab readies, one for the terp hammer, one for the banger, and then there was an extra banger. Everybody had extra bangers and extra marbles. Yeah, and everybody had two pieces, one for the terp hammer, one for the little dab rigs. Like he had everything. So you sit down and start vaping.
2 bongs, one for the flower, one for the dabs. That was impressed. So there's 6 bongs, 6 dab readies, all the gear in the fucking world. Of course, all of us had weed to throw in. That was fucking insane.
And that little hammer jammer, is that what it was? The hammer jammer?
The piece? Glass.
I love it. I love it. I want one. It's like $160. It's on my Christmas list. If anybody wants to buy me one, I don't give a shit what color. They're all cool. Well, the fumed ones are beautiful. There's no joint. There's no obvious joint. It's a female joint, and it's like part of it. So like, it's like a recessed joint. And it just feels so good. Like it feels so good in the hand. It's so unique. And the way the bowl fits in there and just like kind of hides itself, bro. I like it a lot. Like, I really like that piece.
Yeah, it's a good balance because I'm not a fan of beakers, and this wasn't a beaker, but if you were going to throw it in a class, it's got that same overall shape where it was bulbous on the bottom with a little bit of a shaft or stem or whatever, and then that thing had some curve and color to it, but then the gong, instead of just sticking out like this, it was recessed into it, and it just gave it a completely different balance and feel when you put the vape on there. Like it actually balanced out. So. Oh, and then we were using his latest heads as well. What were those again?
The 2024 freight train. Yeah, we hit the 2024 freight train as well as the
different
Turp Hammer
ones too. I think he had different ones. Like he had a couple different. Didn't he have different heads, or were they all the same? I don't remember this part, which is weird because I vaped a lot of weed through whatever the fuck it was. I think it was the hammer over here. In mine, I had the Turp Hammer like I have here. It was the same Turp Hammer I have here. I think he just had one plugged in, so it must have been just the freight train, and then the Turp Hammer is probably what he had going on. Because the whole patterns were the same. I remember looking at him going, "Are you the same?" The whole patterns were the same. You were baked, brother.
Yeah, I am, and I was trying to like think of what he had said because I know he pointed out the 2024 freight train, and I know I hit that.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think I just went back to the Turp Hammer because cordless is life. Yeah, cordless is life, dude.
I love it. Is life. Cordless is life, man.
But yeah, I am ready to vape a bowl on mine right now.
Right, I'm gonna vape mine too, but I want to show something here.
Oh yeah, you got the dock.
Oh, I got that dock, motherfucker.
Nice. I wanted to set mine up for the show, but then I fell asleep on the couch with the dog.
Let's see if this is gonna get it for us. Yeah, here we go. I'm just kind of play.
Look at that. You got the debowler in there and everything. You got yours loaded up.
Dude, look at I got all my little spongy Q-tips and my regular Q-tips and some wet wipes in this little groove back here. Our big ass slot. There's several marble slots. I have one. The bangers back over here on the 14 hole. Oh, I should show you this too. The let's do it from over here. Is that kind of showing?
Yes, this is like the command center, right?
Is that what he calls it? I that sounds good to me. I'm no good at that, but if you say so. I want to quite turn it so that the side cam gets a little better here. Yeah, so his debowler fits right in here. There's a real small hole for needle type stuff, and then some more holes over here. I've got a bunch of stir tools in here, and then this big metal thing back here for the hammer when you're gonna put it in its cooling station. I guess is you would just it goes in here, right in here in this piece, like that. But I want it hot because I'm about to hit the motherfucker. So no, this is beautiful. I mean, it's a nice finish, fits really well, and man, it really does kind of. It's got more than I need, quite frankly. Like it has. I've got room to grow. So there's nothing like I'm not sitting here going, gee, I wish it had blah blah blah. Not yet, dude. Like there's even a slot here for screens when I want to put screens out here.
Dude, this little screen slot was brilliant, man.
Yeah. Yeah, well done on that, Bri. That's pretty dope, man. Me like you.
Yeah, I like the work that he puts in, man. He spends a lot of time like thinking about the sesh experience and trying to make products that improves the experience.
Yep,
I like that. It does good work.
Yeah, when he makes something and sells it, it's something that he uses and likes and beats the shit out of. Like he's not really selling stuff that he doesn't want to use. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. You loading the bowl? My bowl is.
I am.
Oh shit! My bowl is apparently not tamped at all because I almost dumped it out. There we go. Bloop. Nice and green.
Mine's nice and purple, actually. I've got the purple goods tonight.
Very nice. Very nice. Ready to hit it?
Yeah,
hit
let me
it.
hang up 'cause
Are you ready to hit it? No.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
Look at the color on that. That's more than you had when I was there.
It's hot. The handles are hot.
Hummer time.
Yeah, nice colors, huh? The other one has blue.
Cheers. Those are beautiful.
Yeah. Oh. Hopefully it's still hot.
Fuck me. Oh, that is right where I want it, man. As far as the smoothness factor. I'm not coughing. That shit's good right there, man. I enjoyed that. I wonder if I can get one more out of it. The way I like them, anyhow.
Wow. I want to hear a song about Jerry's favorite snack.
My favorite snack.
Have you met my good friend Jerry? He just got back from LA. My boy's got a special secret. He eats packing peanuts.
Hurry up with my damn croissant. I'm gonna eat it.
Eat your brain.
I'm gonna eat it. Like butter plate toast. Right, I'd like a speech.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat you. Nom, 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 nom. I'm gonna eat
it.
I'm gonna eat you. Peanuts, packing peanuts.
Fucking classic. I love it.
All about that.
And I didn't. I'm scarred for life. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, that's right, man. I forgot about that. That was fun, man.
Dude, that tripped me out when you ate that thing, man. Like I totally thought that you were gonna go into like, you know that these are water soluble and you can run them underwater, and like I totally thought you were gonna go that route with it. So I was just like, yep, here it comes, like leaning back. And then nope.
Oh, that's great, man. I'm popping packing. What are they called? Packing peanuts. Popping packing peanuts. That's what I'm trying to say. Popping packing peanuts.
You were pooping back in peanuts, that's for sure.
If I'd eaten many more, yeah, absolutely.
It looked like disappointed dad. Yeah, that's how I felt.
You know what's funny is if you look at it, as soon as I popped it in my mouth, you were looking at me, and when you looked at me, it was funny from the side. You can tell you first of all you had that look, and you looked at me, and then you real quick like looked me down and up like you just went. It was so funny, man. I was like, "What the fuck is it?" It was great, man. You took the whole thing, and I was like, "Holy shit, man!" He just looked me up and down with that look. It was great, man. It was real quick. I loved it.
Yeah, it was. I watched that reaction as well. It was pretty good. There's 3 clips on Twitch that Amanda saved. I thought they were pretty funny. And what's funny is the one where I was like trying to visualize time. I was talking about the herb, like the plant, like the like the spice.
Okay.
Like the herb. So that's what I was like, time is an interesting spice. And everybody was like, that's hilarious. And I'm like, what?
Oh man, that's great, man.
Like for mashed potatoes, some thyme, some oregano.
That was funny, man. That's some funny shit. And you killed me the most with the fucking the imagery of the feelings, the sensations you had from the styrofoam cup weed with shit like sitting at the Denny's for 2 hours waiting for the piss to dry. That was a killer for me, man. And then you were like, I feel like I just spilled warm spaghetti on my shirt. I'm like, what the fuck? You just getting these weird things all over the place, man. But
you felt it, right?
Dude, they're great imagery. They really convey what the fuck it is. It's just the whole thing about waiting at Denny's for the piss to dry killed me, man. That was because you're like, it's not like, it doesn't feel like when you first pee when it's really warm. It's kind of like after it's been there for a little while. That's some fucked up shit, man. I love it. And then if I remember correctly, Seal fucking best Seal Clubber wanted to fucking use the weed, and I'm like, what? Nobody wants to feel like that. That's when I laughed the hardest that trip. That was some funny shit, man. Oh,
we had some good lols at Brian's.
I was just thinking that too. There's definitely some shit that could compete with that.
I don't remember what all we laughed about, but I remember crying for probably a good 2 hours of that sesh.
Yeah, the drugs helped. That was great.
Yeah. You guys want to do mushrooms?
Yeah, man. That was funny, man. That was.
It was like, do we get donuts or do we eat mushrooms?
It's like, hey, how late you guys want to stay tonight? Because we can go a couple different ways with this. Yep, that sounds good. What's the right turn look like? So, yeah, we laughed our asses off at some of that shit, man. Especially when we made fun of the shorts I was wearing. That was funny.
What?
Remember the shorts I was wearing? I was sitting down and they kind of rose up a little bit and looked tight, like a pro tennis players from the 80s.
Oh yeah, you. I think it's the effect where like you slide down in your chair, but then like you scooch back up, and then you slide back down in your chair, so your shorts end up riding way the fuck up, but like your legs are like chicken leg naked out.
That's right. To the point where the really white part shows,
and like all getting dumped out of your pockets, like you had like your pockets had elephant eared out, and everything was falling out.
Yeah, he noticed that. That was funny, man. So
worried that your nuts were gonna show.
I don't remember hearing that concern, but I believe it. So
yeah, well, nobody talks about that.
Yeah, till now. So we're alive. Yeah, then we'll go with that. That's funny, man. So yeah, man, that was a fun time too, man. That was great. Got to check out his place. He's got a great place to stream from, man. Wow, that setup's nice. So
yeah, man.
He did a good job over there, man. So it was fun hanging, and yeah, man, we were there late.
Yeah, like 2:30, 3 a.m. Yeah. But it was nice not having a bunch of traffic going home.
First time ever.
Although it was kind of rainy, so it still was a little bit of traffic.
Can you believe I caught rain all the time?
Right? Like it rains 3 times a year, and you caught 2 of them.
Yeah, there we are when I'm here. So nice.
Maybe you brought it. That's what people would say. Like you brought it from Florida. You brought the rain.
Yeah, maybe I did, man. Because we had it here. Still do, man. Rains a lot here. It's fucking nasty today all day.
It's great out here. It's been great.
I woke up to rain. Yeah, I know. You're getting that California everything, man. That's awesome.
It happens. It happens. Yes, somebody's asking if we're using the Venty. Yes.
Yep.
Jerry's not because his wife took his.
Well, no, she would give it up, but I don't want that because when she needs it, she needs it. So
I hear you. You're a nice
otherwise, as soon as I get out of here, the first thing she's gonna need is that. You know what I mean? So let's just set it up.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Heard that.
So do we hit all the points, man? I think we did. I can't think of anything that we left out.
Yeah, we got anything else to say or show or do or
no, man.
Any questions? No. Perfect. So I say we can see you next week.
Yes.
Happy Friday. Highest balls. Drink plenty of water. Enjoy your Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. Peace.
Yeah.